Hello student, today we start the paper 14, unit number 3. Already we are completed the oviparous fishes, live-bearer fishes. One of the example live-bearer fishes we completed, that is the guppy. Next example, that is the live-bearer, that it means that the viviparous, that is the sword-tail fish. Okay, this is example from the live-bearer fish, paper 14, unit number 3. Okay. Then about the general character of sword tail. Sword means you know very well about the sword, that is we tell in the Hindi or Marathi, that is the talwar. On my right hand side, if you observe, it is the sword. The sword is present only in the male, not in the female. It is the important point to concept that the sword is only present in the male, not in the female. Then that is the scientific name of swordtail. It is important for the MCQ purpose. The scientific name of swordtail fish is Ziphophorus helleri. Ziphophorus helleri. Then widely it is having the color of green back, greenish, yellowish side and yellow at the belly. This is about the coloration of the fish. Swordtail is small fish and bulky body from the Mexico. It is belonging from the Mexico. Important thing that is male grow up to the 8 centimeter in length with bright color and female up to the 12 centimeter in length. This is the difference between the male and female. Male have the sword like tail, female doesn't have the sword like tail. Male is 8 centimeter in length and female 12 centimeter in length. One point is that the lower rays of caudal fin in the male are drawn into the sword. What I am saying that in male, the lower rays here on my right hand side, I am giving the marking of that. In the lower rays of caudal fin in the male are drawn into a sword. This one is the sword, right? Then about the food and feeding habit of sword like tail. It is a omnivorous fish. It means that it feeds upon the insects, phytoplankton, zooplankton, microalgae. Swordtail is also feeds upon the aquatic insects also. Means it is the omnivorous in habit. Then about the sexual dimorphism, it is very easy. Already we completed in the guppy, because male is shorter than the female is the important point in the aquarium fishes. Okay, sexual dimorphism about the male. Male is a shorter in length than the female. Male possesses different intense color. Male has sword like tail, presence of gonopodium. It is a sword like tail, presence of gonopodium. What is the function of gonopodium? Insert the sperm into the genital opening of female. It is called the gonopodium in the male, and sword is present in only the male, not in the female. Okay. Then next one, that is the sexual dimorphism about the male, sexual dimorphism about the female. Female are large body than the male. They are less colorful than the males. And important thing is that I am here mentioning that no sword like tail. There is no sword, bulky body, no sword like tail. This is the difference between about the male, 8 centimeter in length, that is the male, and female 12 centimeter. Male have the sword like tail, female don't have the sword like tail. Okay. Then the breeding purpose. But in the figure you can observe that as per figure, it is a male is longer, but it is only for your concept for how can they breed, because the male have the sword and female doesn't have the sword. But if you measure the length, that is male is longer, but it is not longer. For your concept, for your purpose of drawing, for a purpose of concept clear, I have shown here that is the male and here the female. Above the male, below the female, and male have the sword like tail. This is the sword like tail. Female have the bulky body and there is no sword like tail. Okay. Then the breeding. Sword tail is a live bearer. It requires maximum area of active swimming, right? The temperature of water should be maintained 20 to 25 degree centigrade. Then when mature pair of male and female is introduced into the well maintained breeding tank, containing a few water plants swimmingly actively. Water plants for the purpose of breeding, for the purpose of hiding. That's why the plants are inserted into the plantation, into the aquarium tank. Okay. Then male swims very actively around the female to hold her attention towards him. This is the important point. Very actively around the female to hold her attention towards him. The respective female follow the male and move alongside of the male. Later on, male takes the position in such a way that his gonopodium comes in contact with genital opening of female. On my right hand side, here the mention, this is the gonopodium. When the gonopodium comes in contact with the genital opening of female, it is the genital opening of female. When they move round and round, that time the gonopodium comes into the contact with the genital opening of female. Male hold the female in proper position with the help of sword-like tail and inject spermatic fluid into the genital opening of female by gonopodium. Okay, means with the help of sword-like tail, with the help of gonopodium position, sword-like tail inject the spermatic fluid into the genital opening of female by gonopodium. After 4 to 6 weeks, females give birth young ones. After the gastrulation period is going on. After 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, the successful copulation 5 to 7 seconds, means breeding take place near about to 5 to 7 seconds. Depending upon the size and age, female can give 20 to 40 eggs. To 40 eggs have the capacity, but depending upon the capacity, depending upon the female capacity, age and female capacity, the young can take a food immediately. Hence, it feed with powdered shrimps and plant food, because already we know it is a omnivorous in habit. Then, sword tail grow rapidly and become sexual mature at the age of 6 to 8 months. Means after 6 to 8 months, the sword-like tail or it's mature for the purpose of breeding after the 6 to 8 months. Okay. Thank you.